Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Counselor's Office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are back in the Counselor's Office with some more Destiny news. Specifically, Destiny Rising, the name of the Bungie NetEase crossover mobile game, which, funny enough is, yeah. I'm just gonna read it before I give my opinion. Let's dive into the article. I'm gonna hold my opinion. I'm gonna do better. Mr. Rambler Man, gonna get into it first. All right. Destiny Rising, a mobile game set in the Destiny universe. Features new heroes, story missions, strikes, and PvP. Sources reveal minimal Bungie involvement and development led by NetEase. Rumors about Destiny mobile game titled Destiny Rising and codenamed Viper have been circulating for a while, and recent insider information has shed new light on the upcoming mobile game. First reported by the Game Post in 2022, it looks like this title is near official reveal, as a new domain and social media accounts related to the name Destiny Rising were recently spotted online. Despite skepticism from the core Destiny fanbase, Destiny Rising appears to be a fully fledged Destiny experience, but on a mobile device, featuring PvP, story missions, strikes, and a raid, according to multiple sources familiar with the project. Earlier this month, Giant Bomb's Jeff Grubb revealed that Destiny Rising is being primarily developed by NetEase, with not a lot of people from Bungie working on it. While Bungie's role now is significantly reduced, it appears that wasn't always the case. At the start of Destiny Rising's development, Bungie was heavily involved, to the point where it sought to renegotiate the contract with NetEase to establish a co-development partnership, according to one source familiar with the project. However, when these negotiations fell through, Bungie reduced its role, scaling back its involvement significantly. As a result, Bungie's contribution was largely limited to providing narrative and support, offering visual assets such as character models and references, with about 5 or 6 staff members working on the project. Sources tell us that Destiny Rising is a third-person shooter and has a variety of gameplay modes that should feel familiar to long-time Destiny fans. The core gameplay includes elements like PvP, strikes, story missions. The gunplay closely mirrors that of Destiny 2, capturing much of the same look and feel. Additionally, we've heard from a separate source that a new raid was in the works, though it's unclear if this is still on track for release, as this information is a bit old. One major gameplay change in Destiny Rising is the focus on hero characters. According to multiple sources, players will play as predefined heroes, some who will be new to the universe, with others being recognizable figures from the lore. As for the storyline, we've heard that Destiny Rising is a prequel to Destiny's main story. One source mentioned that the original story was set during the Warlord era. However, it's unclear if NetEase will still follow this direction or if the story has shifted during development. Despite featuring many elements from Destiny 2, Destiny Rising is a complete separate title, meaning players won't be able to transfer any progress from Destiny 2. This includes characters, weapons, armor, and other items. The monetization model for the project remains uncertain, particularly in light of the heavy backlash NetEase faced for its controversial microtransactions in its mobile game Diablo Immortal. This has raised concerns about whether similar practices will be applied here. The target audience for the Destiny Rising mobile game isn't necessarily the core Destiny fanbase. Instead, it's aimed at tapping into the massive mobile gaming market, particularly in the Asian region, where mobile games dominate the industry. The Game Post has contacted Bungie and NetEase for a comment and will update the story on any further information. All right, so let's dive into it. So, I think something that is of notable, talks, Bungie's not involved. They got told to F off. It's funny, we've heard about Bungie and their egos. In fact, the whole thing about Sony, they thought that Sony bought them for $3.6 billion and thought Sony wouldn't be involved, that they would be able to do whatever they want. And Sony's like, bitch, please, I paid for you. You're going to do what I want you to. And literally, they did try to do the same thing with NetEase. And NetEase is like, no, this isn't a cooperation. You hired us, or you're working with us. We're going to do what we know how to do, which is make mobile games that literally makes the whales drop their pants for us. which is what Bungie needs right now. Bungie needs players to drop their pants more than the Bungie bot shills already do. They need the Asian market. They need all the Asian players to drop their pants and throw money at them. That is exactly what this is. Now, it sounds all good and dandy. Like, don't get me wrong. You hear these taglines, strikes, raids, PvP. But I have played some mobile games where there's PvP. I have played mobile games where there's like strikes or like raid-like mechanics where you can play with other people on your phone. And usually they're very heavily focused on levels and gear, which usually you're handicapped for like a certain amount in a day that you can grind for, where you can circumvent that by just buying upgrades. You can just buy everything to upgrade your character to max, which I don't. Again, this is definitely not going to be for the Destiny 2 mains, because if people hate how PvP is in the regular Destiny game, they're absolutely going to hate mobile games, because that is the most pay to win bull crap you will ever see. It is literally the whales swinging their microtransaction penis against the screen. Literally, you have people across the ocean who are pulling out their penis, slapping it on their screen, and comparing, penis size. That's how it is in the mobile world. There is no such thing as fair gaming. It is who has the biggest bank account that's going to win. That being said, this is exactly what Bungie needs. They need people who are going to literally compare penis size, slap their card on their phone, and spend money, baby. Because they've realized that people in America have more self-respect. Now, that doesn't mean there isn't whales here. There's plenty of whales. We see them with like Madden, NFL, FIFA, all these other games that literally are just microtransaction cesspools. We see it. Americans do it too. It's just mobile is more of a big thing. So people are going to be more mobile focused over there than here. But let's not say that there isn't whales that aren't doing the same thing in video game world, in consoles and PC in America, because it's happening in the Western world too. But not to the extent in Destiny. Like, people are not going to spend what they would spend in FIFA or Madden and all the gambling bullcrap that goes on in that game. They would never do that here. It's funny when NetEase is another company and Bungie has somehow found a way to butt heads with them. Like, this is the problem with Bungie, is that every instance where they work with other people, Microsoft, Activision, NetEase, Sony, it's always a clash of egos and they're butting their head. They want to be independent, but they don't have the capability to manage a company to be independent. They've been given the chance to be independent, and they've been shown to be incompetent. But every company they work with, every studio, everyone they work with, it has always been Bungie's the problem. It's just baffling to me how bad, like, they're going to have a name for themselves, not for Halo anymore. It's going to be the worst company to work with in the gaming industry. But the fact that their input is just the narrative and visuals, like, hey guys, we drew this pretty picture, please put it in the game. That should give hope to anyone that might actually like this game, because it's just NetEase with Destiny flavor. So play any other NetEase game and you could probably assume what Destiny Rising is going to be like. It's just going to be probably copy and paste with Destiny skin. Again, I don't see this being the biggest pop-off in the Western world, but in Asia, this is how you start getting more players into your game, is you drip feed them a mobile game, and then they're like, oh, this is the prequel. You're saying there's a sequel called Destiny 1 and Destiny 2? Wow, I really dig this narrative, so I'm going to go play this game and spend more money there. It's all part of the process. Pull in the mobile gamers into your game, and then start putting more microtransactions in the base game, because you know that the mobile gamers will spend that money. I don't know what I'm trying to achieve there. But anyways, I mean, it sounds cool. We've wanted a prequel. I think people preferred it actually be a game on PC. What? You guys don't have phones like Diablo Immortal? You guys, what, you want a prequel? You want Destiny 3? No, we're not going to make a new story. No. We can't do good narratives for the PC, but we're going to try to make a narrative prequel that sounds exciting. No, we're not going to do that. Sorry. I don't even know how a raid's going to work in this game because you don't become God Slayers until we become Guardians. Like, you've got to imagine that the raid and all the big bosses are not going to probably be as exciting as you would think. But we'll have to see. It's free to play. I will definitely download it just to try it. But the moment I get to a wall where I have to spend money, I uninstall the game. That's usually how I do with mobile games. I never get so synced into a game where I'm like, I'm going to spend money. No, it's, oh, I can't go farther than this. Okay, delete. But yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I have nothing else to say. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this something you're looking forward to? Like, again, I hear pretty words like PvP, strike, story missions, raids, Shadow Legend. It doesn't do it for me. I admit, I will tell you right now, I will never be the target audience for mobile games. I will never. I just think they're inferior. I've never played a mobile game that I'm like, wow, this is better than a AAA PC game. Just, it doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. I'm also not a phone Andy. Like, I try to stay off this as much as possible unless I'm Googling something or checking my YouTube comments. Outside of that, like, I actively don't stay on this. Like, you would think that I would be on this a lot, but I am not. I'm more on my computer or laptop more than anything. So I am absolutely not the demographic. Maybe Gen Z or whatever. They're like, I'm a millennial technically, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe millennials aren't the demographic, or it's just a me. Either way, I'm going to be honest, it's not me. So if it comes out and it's a banger, good. I'm glad. It was made by NetEase. It should be good enough because usually they try to do cash grabs that pull people in. Good for Bungie if they can get a win somewhere. I just wish it was in their main game and they made quality content. But if they're able to milk the Asian countries so that when they make, efforts to fix Destiny 2, they take all those funds, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe that's copium. That's probably a lot of copium. That's a lot of copium. But maybe Pete Parsons won't buy 23 more cars. Maybe we'll get all that funneled to Destiny itself. All we know, they're going to feed it all to Sony because technically $3.6 billion is a lot of money to kind of make back. And I don't think Destiny is even relatively came close to making that back. Like, they've got to be in the negatives right now. Anyways, let me know what you think. Are you going to try this game out? Is this your cup of tea? How do you feel about mobile games? Until next time, don't forget to be the best version of yourself. And, well, game out. Huzzah. Oh, yeah. Just one, if you've made it 13 minutes in, to the one guy who was upset on my last article, he's like, geez, it was a 3-minute read. You didn't have to do 17 minutes. Well, first off, it's not a 17-minute video. And secondly, fuck you. Go read it, dumbass. It's called a react for a reason. I know the one brain cell in your head is like fried and you don't understand what a react is or someone talking about it and having a conversation. But go literally read the article if you don't want to spend time watching a video. You are a dumb ass. There it is. I think I blocked him too because he's a dumbass. But he's in the shadow realm. I hope he's watching this and I hope he knows he's a dumbass. As always, don't be like that dumbass. Be smart. Game out.